We are in Canada, guys. Hi.
Hey, you're watching CANRUSH, Canada, Russia. But right now we are in Canada, like you just said. And we promised in our last video that we would tell you about our plans here in Canada and how we plan to. What are you doing? It's really hard to film videos with a small baby. Right now she's in her stroller. She's just sitting and laughing at us. But we told you in the last video that we have this dream, this plan, idea to spend at least a month in every province in Canada and territory. There's 13 of them, 10 provinces, 3 territories, and we told you that we'd tell you about how we plan to do that. So the first question, I think, is where are we gonna stay? So of course the first thing that came to mind is, we're gonna rent places, and maybe when this project becomes when you guys hear about it, our subscribers, maybe you can even suggest some options. Maybe somebody has an apartment they could rent to us, and then of course Airbnb, which we've used, is a great site. It's got a great search engine to find apartments, houses, rooms, whatever, all over the place. We used it when we traveled to the south of Russia and the Caucasus, to Georgia and Azerbaijan. And if you haven't used it, by the way, there is always a link below our videos where you can get a discount on your first stay. I think it's like $30 or something like that. It's good. It's nice to have. And many have already done it. Thank you. Maybe let us know actually if you're watching this video and you did it, because nobody's actually. We've had probably, I don't know, like at least like 20, maybe 30 people that have done this. And then we get also like some credit to use for future stays when you do that. But nobody's actually written us and said like, hey, we used Airbnb, So I'm curious what your stories are. Anyway, but there's another idea that's going to work great, I think, to rent some places. But I remembered something called house sitting as I was thinking about this idea, and I realized, wow, this might work well, because I've heard about it before, I've thought about it, looked into it, but it never really fit in with our plans. But house sitting could be a great option. If you haven't heard of it, house sitting is kind of just what it sounds like, babysitting, but you look after a house instead of a baby. Usually it involves pet sitting too, and there are a lot of websites where you can find houses, if you're looking to be a house sitter, where you can house it. That's a silly explanation, but that's how it works, right? So, or if you have a house, then you can also find people to house sit in your house. Anyway, that seems kind of obvious, but anyway, there's a website that, as far as I can tell, is the most popular. It is called Trusted House Sitters, and it seems to have the most listings. So we've looked at it. Most of these websites, you can see the listings even without paying anything, just for free. You can go on the website and look. So we looked at them, and this Trusted House Sitter seemed to be like the best option. So we found a listing that we really liked, and we decided, all right, this is it. We're gonna have to give it a try. What are you doing?
It's like my mic.
Your mic? Hello, everybody. We're trying to entertain our little baby girl at the same time, Evita. Anyway, we registered. We found a place that we wanted to stay at. We thought it could fit in great with our plans, and we paid. You pay, I think it's like $130 a year, and then you can write to the people and start to be a house sitter. There will be a link also to Trusted House Sitters that will give you a discount too if you end up being interested in trying it out yourself. That'll be in the description. We signed up, we paid, and we set up our profile. We filled it all out with all of our details, put in pictures, we got references from some of our friends, and we wrote to this lovely little home in Quebec. And when you write somebody, when you look at a listing, it says how many applicants there are already. And it shows you like a range from 0 to 3 is what it said. And after I wrote, it said from 4 to 7. So like, oh dang, that means there's already 3 other people that wrote to this family. I thought maybe we won't get it, But who knows, maybe we will, you know. We have a link to our YouTube channel, if you think maybe that might help, you know, people that can see that we're, you know, we're not going to disappear on them at least, like, it's not hard to find us. And maybe, you know, they can get to know us through our videos and stuff too. So, we went to bed in Moscow and we woke up in the morning and they'd answered, they said yes. So, our very first place that we really wanted to stay at, we signed up, we wrote them, and they said yes. We wrote a couple others too, but this one, you know, they answered and awesome. So we had a Skype chat with them, and everything seemed good. We confirmed the sit on the website, and we were off. So there's a little bit of catching up to do. This happened in Moscow, so we just didn't tell you about that, but now we've told you about that. So we got to Canada, and the way it worked out was we only had 1 week to
prepare to do
prepare,
everything.
yeah, to come here, like to come to Nova Scotia, to buy a car, register it, you know, get insurance, and drive to Quebec, which is about I think a 14-hour drive to here from Halifax. So that was a bit of a tight schedule. Like we arrived on Friday, we went to Halifax right away so that my my biological father there could help us out. He has a lot of experience with cars, and there's a lot more options in Halifax. There's a lot more cars for sale. So we ended up buying a car 2 days later. We decided in preparing for this video that there's quite a few things that we can tell you about the car that not everybody's probably going to be interested in. So there will be a separate video about the car, but we can tell you that it is a Volkswagen Passat. We'll tell you, you know, how much it cost, the mileage, and just some of the details about insurance and registering it and stuff like that in another video. So we got the car on Sunday. Monday ended up being a holiday. We wanted to leave on Monday, but we couldn't get any insurance. We couldn't register the car. Tuesday, we got out of Halifax. After we did all of that, we stopped in Truro just briefly, and it was supposed to be like 3.5 hours to Ormukta, where my sister lives. But there was a lot of snow up closer to where she lives, and it took us like 5 hours. Anyway, the next day morning we left, 7 hours on the road to Quebec. It's a pretty nice drive. I mean, it's not super eventful, but parts of it, especially once you get into Quebec, I found are really pretty. And the roads are nice in New Brunswick, and lots of trees and not a lot of people. It's Canada, right? And
everything's in French and
yeah, like so in New Brunswick everything is in French and English, and then when you cross over to Quebec, everything, it's officially only a French province, and everything is in French. So like the stop signs say arrête, and that's it. And yeah, so we made it. Evita was pretty chill until the very end. She started crying a little bit. But it was okay overall. Actually, we drove first to Trois-Rivières. It's a smaller city in between Montreal and Quebec City. And we rented an Airbnb, just a room for one night. And we slept there. And the next morning, we drove here. We're in a place called Mont-Tremblant is very close. We're in a little town called La Conception. I don't even know if it's a town. Maybe it's like a village, but there's like 1,200 people here. But the nearest bigger town is Mont-Tremblant, which is famous for its ski resort, which is called Mont-Tremblant. And yeah, I think it's like top 15 in the world. Like it's one of the best ski resorts there is. So a lot of people come here for that. And a lot of people know about this place for that. We haven't gone yet. We're thinking about it. We might make it in before, but it's a pretty expensive place, to be honest, especially if you got to rent. And if you're just going for a day, it's gonna be like it's like $300 for the two of us just for the day. And then because of the baby, either we're gonna have to like find a babysitter or like the daycare, or we're gonna have to take turns. So I don't know. We don't know if we want to spend $300 to ski separately. We're not like super skiers, but I do want to check it out someday. So we'll see. Definitely, I think while we're in Quebec, we're going to try to go skiing at least once. But yeah,
so
we made it. We arrived in the morning before the family left for their travels. We chatted with them for a little bit, and they kind of handed over the house to us and they left. And this is the house that we're sitting in right now and filming. So I think now we will give you a little tour of the house. So we live on this very quiet street. Very quiet little neighborhood, and this is our house. So let's check it out. So this is it. We do have one neighbor who rents the basement downstairs, but her entrance is in the back, and this is where we go in the house. Let's go in and take a look around.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Welcome to our home for 3 weeks.
Yep.
So this is a small place before we go to living room. It has our coats, boots, stroller, and it has like a cupboard, or I don't know how to call that place.
A closet.
Closet, yeah. And yeah, so welcome.
Just in case anybody doesn't know, this is dog, for the dog. In case you forget.
So this is a beautiful and very bright living room. It has a very, very big and panoramic windows, and this is one of the best parts of this house. And I still can't believe that we live here. That this family, like that they trusted us. You know, that they let us to stay in their home. And as you can see, there are many toys because this family has 2 kids, 1 and 3 years old. And yeah, it's also a big plus for Evita, so she can have like lots of toys, and but she usually like doesn't care, you know. What we learned, that she likes to play with her boots or with some cubes, not just with those fancy toys, but it's nice to have them. And yeah, and that family said that we're welcome to use those toys. And this is the dog. Her name is Bella, and she's 10 years old.
Hello, Bella.
And she is the main reason why we're here. So we were asked to live here, to watch her, to walk with her twice a day. So we walk with her, as I said, twice a day, and we feed her twice a day. And all other times we put her, like, I don't know, on the big long rope, and we let her to just walk
whenever
around.
she wants to go outside, she also goes out, use the bathroom or whatever. There's a TV here.
And this is a kitchen and place where we have food. So this is a big table with Evita's baby chair, and there's a, I don't know, entrance or exit to the deck.
Yep, this is the deck. There's even a barbecue here.
And beautiful long trees and
Tall
trees. And this is a nice kitchen with everything you might need. And this is one of my favorite parts in this house is view. So when you wash dishes, you can see those trees and even mounting small hill with a house on top of it. I think that this family, the owners, they will watch this video, and they probably will be like, they will have weird feelings, you know, watching their house.
Yes. Hey guys, if you're watching.
Hi guys. Yeah. So next, this is a basement.
Yes.
I think it's like a storage.
Yeah, there's a little storage room down there, and like the hot water heater and router and stuff. And
washing machine and dryer. Then this is a bathroom and like big closet. Despite shower, it has big bathtub, so it's nice for Vita. Every day we I don't know.
Give her a bath.
Give her a bath, yeah.
Yep.
It's a nice thing to do. And she likes it. And this is a baby room. I don't know how do you call it. It's very cozy and has a humidifier.
Yes, this is a humidifier.
And also another room has it, and it's really cool. But Evita don't sleep here. She doesn't sleep here. She sleeps with us. But sometimes I sit on this very comfortable chair, and I read her or feed her.
Read to her.
Read to her, thank you. It's a nice thing to have in your baby room.
Yep.
Yeah, and I like that it has a screen so you can put on your window and no light.
Yeah, it's a blackout curtain, I guess.
Yeah, maybe I'm not a good person to explain everything in English.
Oh, you're good? You're doing well?
This is our room. So all 3 of us, we sleep here. And this is a room of the oldest boy, who is 3 years old. So it has mattress, and it's not very high, so I'm not worried that Evita might fall. This is our view. You can see other buildings, and yeah, I think that the only like small minus in this beautiful house is that there's not so much place for our clothes and things, so we just keep it on the floor, you know. It doesn't look fancy, but convenient for us.
It works, yeah.
Yeah, it works. So I think we showed everything except the second floor, and the second floor is the I don't know. I almost never go there. So this is a parents' bedroom.
Yeah, the master bedroom.
Yeah, and
so we'll take you up there. It's just like a loft, I guess you call it. And dum 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 dum. There we go. Yep. So this is it, the master bedroom, and it's nice. There's little windows out there, the back. We put this high chair up here because we have our own, and left these boxes here. But this is also where I've been teaching English on Skype. And you have this view here. You can look down and see everything, which is nice. It's also, it can be a little bit noisy, like when I'm teaching. If Evita's awake, then she likes to make noise. But yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I like this house so much, and yeah, it's very cozy, and it's so quiet here, so quiet, especially when it's snowing. It's very quiet.
So that's the house, and it's been really good. We're here for 3 weeks total. Mm-hmm. It's not over yet, but we've been here for a bit, and it's like I said, it's a lovely, quiet area. It's you know, we've been doing the walks, like you said, also, you know, every day for twice a day, at least 20 minutes. So we've been getting out more than we usually do, probably, to be honest. Usually we will try to take out our little girl at least once. Yeah,
this is the idea, to let her breathe with a fresh Canadian air. And also...
she got to try the sled.
Yeah, sled, yeah, for the first time, and it's so far has been great.
The past few days I've been using this little sled for the walk. Yeah, this is her first sled, although it's the 3rd or 4th time. And Bella here likes to pull us along. We got a fair bit of snow. That snowstorm, about 40 centimeters in 2 days.
Yeah, she loves it.
It's kind of funny sometimes. So when she gets in her snowsuit, she just kind of like freezes. She'll just like kind of lay there and not move, even though I know she can move her hands and stuff. She doesn't usually.
And it's a nice area with tall trees, like I said, with nice, beautiful houses. And while we were here, there was a snowstorm.
Yeah, it was big. With
40-something centimeters of snow. So
in 2 days.
Yeah, it was especially cozy at that time.
Yeah.
Being here in this house, because like it was snowing all night, and then all day we woke up and there was like so much snow, and it was just wonderful. And everybody speaks French. It's just, for me, just so unique and so weird in a good sense. Like people say they say bonsoir. Why I want to say buongiorno? I don't know. I know
you're close. Bonjour.
Yeah. Bonjour, not buongiorno. Yeah. They say bonjour, bonsoir, and sometimes they say something to me, and I have no idea what they say, and I was like, oh, sorry, I don't speak French. And as soon as they realize that I don't understand, they just switch to English, and some of them has a really like cute accent I never heard before. Yeah. But I never felt that, you know, like you can't survive here without French. Mm-hmm. Like people are very welcoming, very nice, and there are so many kids here in this area. And and the sky is so beautiful with all those stars and the big moon, especially when it's like clean and no clouds. And there are so many lakes around it, and I don't know, it's just a wonderful place to
yeah, and well, also with the language thing too, I just want to say that in Quebec the official language is French. So yeah, so the only official language. So that's why everybody speaks French. Most people speak French, and yeah, and it's interesting, sort of like it's interesting, sort of observing that some things are like not written in English at all. Like when you go to the stores or you read the flyers, and some things are. But yeah, there's lots of tourists in this area, so I'm sure all the people that work here are used to English speakers, because people come up from the US and from other provinces in Canada to go skiing. So anyway, it's been great, and it's actually I think it's the longest that we've, Well, there was one other time where we spent that much time, just the two of us.
Yeah.
When we were house sitting also for your uncle.
Yeah.
You're not happy? You don't want to film anymore?
He's getting sleepy.
You're getting sleepy?
Sleepy.
We're gonna go to sleep after this. What do you think? Have a little nap? Yeah? Let's have a little nap after this. Come here. Come here. Yeah, but this is almost the longest. This is about the same as before. So, and it's the first time that it's just been the three of us for such a long period of time. Because last time you were still in the belly, in Mommy's belly. So anyway, we're really happy. This is a great option. And yeah, look out for that video about the car soon for anybody who's interested in more details about the car. And
I think we will do a separate video about trusted house sitters when we will gain some more experience, about that.
Yeah, tell you some more details. And again, the link is in the description for Airbnb with the discount, and also for trusted house sitters with a discount if you're interested in that. So Eva decided to show us how deep the snow is. I said it was not a good idea.
And you were right.
Where's your sock?
It's inside.
You need some longer socks for your boots. I love her face. Uh-oh. Where are you going? Yesterday you went up the stairs 4 times. And it's a little bit tough to show her how to get down. But this is the first time she's carried something up the stairs. She's got 2 blocks in her hands. Evita. You did it with the blocks. We decided to take a longer walk today with Bella and Evita. I think Evita, nope, not sleeping. Hello. This is a covered bridge. So we're gonna go and check this out. This is a big old river. I guess we can show the river a bit closer. A very, very wide river. And lots of houses along the river. So this is what it looks like inside. It's huge. It looks like you can open up these doors and drive through here, but they don't usually seem to drive. It kind of looks like there's like a bar in here. Maybe in the summer there's like a bar. Let's go, let's go, let's go. There was no, I think there's a sign on that side, no dogs, but there was none on this side, so. Uh-oh, it says right here there are cameras. Yeah, it looks like there's like a bar here. Anyway, nice. I don't think I've ever been in a covered bridge like that was just for walking. Pretty cool, very old. Oh yeah, little torches. Very cool. There's a bunch of garbage and stuff. This is the post office. The owner of our place said that it's a little bit weird because it's just like in a woman's house, but probably the smallest post office I've ever seen. We're at a local hockey game. It's a AA league. I guess it's like the middle league kind of, not the best, not the worst. Evita figured out how to get on this chair. And not only get on the chair, but even more. It's so intense. Wow. Oh, and to get down? You gonna get down? Wow, good job. Man, that's awesome. Good job. Clap your hands. Daddy wants to clap too, but he's holding the camera. Wow. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, and we will see you again soon. Bye bye.